Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is a glorious morning because I have the Holystone HS600 to show you. This is the included case, but let me show you the drone inside. And there you have it. There is the HS600. You notice it's a little bit different. The props are not foldable like on a lot of drones. The arms sit a little bit differently. See that? So let me tell you about it. So some of the cool features with this drone as I pull the arms out are that it has a range of 3,000 meters. Well, that's the claimed range. That's like 3 kilometers. So that's over a mile in range if it actually gets that, but that's what the specs say. It flies for over 25 minutes. I'll put the actual time up there. The actual time is right there of flight time. The camera is 4K for video, 4K for photos, and it does record at 30 frames per second, and you can put a micro SD card right here. And it is designed to fly in the wind. Now it is kind of windy today, which is good because we're going to test out if it can fly in the wind. It does have a 2-axis camera gimbal with an EIS, electronic image stabilization, all designed for flying in the wind to keep your video nice and smooth. 4 sensors on the bottom. I have no idea what is there. There's 2 fake sensors here. They don't do anything, so it uses a barometer, but it almost looks like it has an optical flow here, but I'm not sure. And there are a set of landing lights, LED landing lights, except I'll be darned, I cannot figure out how to turn them on or off. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting feature on the front is these little arms pop down, and that's for keeping the nose off the ground when you take off. Oh, the wind's picking up now. We're going to see how this flies on the wind. I do like the included controller. They put a really high quality controller with it, and the display is really nice. It's one of those digital displays. See if you can see it here. I'll turn it on, press twice to get it on. It's going to say connecting. Is it saying it? Yes. Maybe you can't see the display out here, but I can see it with my eyesight. Also, the kit does come with 2 batteries, so you get over 25 minutes with 1 battery, over 25 with another battery, so you can fly for a long time. Now, I just want to point out that Holystone sent this to me 2 months ago, and I have not shown it or reviewed it because after I received it, they said, hang on to it for a while because we're not releasing it yet. And it does show up on their website, but it just says coming soon. I cannot keep drones forever because I only have so much space, so I have to move on because other products come in. So this one here, I have to review it now. And yeah, so that's why I'm reviewing it now. So there may not be links at the end of this video to exactly where you can buy it in your country. It's probably only available in some countries. I think that's because of the chip shortage, but I could be wrong. That's just my guess, but it will be coming to market soon enough, so my video will be done. All right, enough talk. Let's go fly this baby and see how it does. All right, we're all set to go. So first things first, let's turn on our controller, double press, click, click, and it will come to life. And it says connecting on the screen. I don't know if my GoPro picks that up either. So it's going to keep beeping until it connects to the drone. So the next thing you obviously want to turn on the drone, just hold the power button down and you'll see all the lights light up. And to make a pretty sound, put it down. And then the instructions say it could take up to 40 seconds for this to connect to the drone. It's going to go through all the frequencies until it finds the correct frequency that matches the drone. Then they connect, and the beeping that you can sort of hear in the background will cease. All right, so now it says connected, and it says I'm in GPS mode, so everything is good. I can see the power source coming from the drone on my controller, and I can see how much power is left inside the controller. So what we want to do next is we have to do a calibration. So I'm going to take these 2 joysticks and push them up and inwards. It beeps and we're in calibration mode, so it's one of those 3 times and 3 times things. So once, twice, it just beeped again, 3 times. I'm gonna do 3 times, I don't care if you beep, but then hold the nose up and do 3. Once, twice, it's beeping. It says you're all done. Hey, I'm doing 3. You told me 3, I'm doing 3. All right, so the compass calibration is done, and it should be looking for satellites now, which it is. It's slowly blinking on the arms, which is good. Next, we're going to take our joysticks and go up and out this time. That's for a gyro calibration. It's just going to keep on beeping as it goes and gets satellites. So up and out, and that should do a gyro calibration. Next thing, take your cell phone. Ooh, the sun has gone out. Take your cell phone and make sure you are connected to the drone with your Wi-Fi. And you can see on mine, it says Holystone something blah, 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 blah. Then start up the app, and the app is called the HS Fly app. So I'm going to start that up, and there we go. And then on your screen, you have controls, and that's the button you want to hit. All right, to start this up, you just pull the joysticks down and inward, I believe. Let's try down and in. Yep, that worked. And take it straight up. There we go. See if the GPS is working. If it is, in the wind, it should just sit there. So let me walk around it. There we go. Sitting in the wind. How's that look? Looks pretty stable to me. So yeah, the landing lights are underneath. I have no idea how to turn them on or off. How's the video? Here I am right here. I'm walking backwards. Ooh, I might be in the sun. Hang on a sec. Let me go this way so I'm out of the sun. I'm turning the drone as I'm walking. Why is my hand up in the air? I can't stop that. So the video on here records at 4K 30 frames per second. So as I walk, I should be walking and looking pretty smooth in the video. And this drone doesn't seem to have a height requirement because I can bring it down. Watch this. I can bring it way down like that. And look at me. I look like a giant now. And yeah, I can move it along the ground nicely. Coming at me. There we go. Going by me. Pretty cool. Now, as mentioned, there's a wind out here right now. You can see the trees are moving a little bit. When I measured the wind, we had wind gusts of about 16 kilometers per hour, so it's flying well in 16 kilometers per hour. All right, let's try a feature. Let's try the active track. So slide and draw a box around me. I will be green. And if it has me, then if I move slow to see if it's working, yep. As long as that green box follows you, then that means the drone is following you. So the drone is turning as I walk here. Go. I've got a little higher in the air now. Let's see if it tracks at a higher height. It should track me well. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the green box, it's moving, and if I fool it, walk the other way, it will just track me the other way. So I always say this is good if you have kids out in a park, you put the green box around your child and it will follow them. I don't think it would follow a dog. I think a dog moves too quickly, but yeah, that's it. And of course, as you get closer, the green box gets larger. There we are. Next item on here is the GPS active track. So there we go. I put it on and it should track me no matter where I go. Let me just bring the camera down a bit so that I am in frame. There we go. It's got a smooth camera. There we are. And if I turn around and walk, it should follow me. So the good thing about this type of active track is, watch this, you see these trees, normally you would be hidden and it wouldn't follow you. But if I go behind a tree like this one, watch what happens. All you have to do is make sure your drone is higher than the tree. So I'm going to take it up. There we go. And it's over the tree. And then I'll keep the camera down on me. And you should see me come out the other side. It doesn't matter that there's a tree there. It just follows the GPS in my phone. So a lot of people like this type of tracking because then you really don't have to have a visual observation of yourself. So, and even as I walk towards it, you can see I'm in the parking lot here walking towards it. It should just keep going backwards. And I'm just going to see here, it's going over the tree. The sun is blinding me. Let me just bring the camera down a bit. There we are. So I'm going to come out on the other side of that tree. There we are. Pretty sweet, eh? Okay, another one is the Orbit 360. So you find a point of interest, Orbit's update. I always pick my Jeep or me, so I'll just go pick my Jeep again. All right, so the drone is right there and there's my Jeep. So that's the center spot. So what you do is then you go onto your screen here and you hit surround your Orbit. And please set surround parameters. So it says set radius. Let's see here, can I move it? Oh, 12 meters, 13. Let's go 14 meters. It's gonna be a wide radius. And then you go slide right for flying. So it should go backwards or forwards and turn around. I don't have it high enough to miss that tree. Let's see if I can take it up. Yeah, I can. There we go. Did that mess up the orbit? Nope, that's good. And then what it should do, it's up there, it should suddenly start orbiting. Please start orbiting. Oh, there it's going. So there we go. You got a slow orbit of the Jeep. Yeah, there we are. All right, so enough of that. Let's hop out of that and let me show you something else. But hey, my Jeep looks pretty good in that video. At least the shot on my phone here, I'm looking down at it. It looks awesome. That looks awesome. All right, let's hop out of that. 3 speeds on this, and that's your speed button here. So let me hit this. It tells me on my display what the speed is. Let me go sport, GPS. I want camera mode, normal, camera mode. So this is camera mode. I think in camera mode, it just shoots out straight and does wide turns. Let's see. Full blast camera mode, yeah. So it won't stop fast. I have no idea what camera mode is. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. Don't listen to me. All right, I do know the following though. The next one is, oh, I hit the wrong button. The next one is normal mode. So this is what I was flying in. This is normal. That's what I fly in. Yeah, so that's normal. Kind of look like camera mode to me. I have no idea. All right, and the last one on here, if I hit it, it is sport mode. So I gotta take it up a little bit. This will be fastest. So I'll walk this way. And here we go, sport mode. There we go, it races out. and it races back. This will take a while, a little bit more distance to stop. See, because it's going so fast. So I'm gonna take it out of sport. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it out there, hit the GPS return, let's see if it lands back where it took off. Go that way, get over these trees or smash into them, one or the other. Oh, that's pretty close to that tree. All right, here we go. So, return to home is this button over here. Pressed it, and I see the drone going up in the air, and let's see where it lands. It's turning around, should come back in sport mode, super fast. It always comes back the fastest possible method. The reason I'm doing the return to home now is because I want to keep the drone close and see it, because a lot of times I forget to do it. There it is. I'm following it the whole way, talking the whole way, and I'm telling you what it's doing. So it's finding the landing pad, and hey, the moon is up there. Cool, right behind it. I don't know if you can see it. Now it should start coming down. It's turning. It wants to orientate itself exactly the same way it was when it took off, and that's correct. And it's coming down now. Still watching it come down, come down, come down, come down. And look at that, there's the landing pad and there is the drone. That is pretty darn close. And it should shut itself off. There we are. Pretty good. Oh, and it even speaks to me. All right, another popular item to show you on here is waypoint mode. So I'll go to waypoint. You should see on my screen a map of where I am. It has a nice circle around it. I can zoom in or out. Whoa, that's too close. There we go. And you can see if I zoom in a lot, the H is the home point. The red arrow is the drone. I am the red circle moving here. I'm moving backwards. So let's bring our drone up a little bit and we're gonna do some waypoints. I'm just getting closer. So I'm gonna do a waypoint that is going to be over here, here, and here. I'll make it 3 waypoints right in front of me, and I'm just gonna hit the go button, slide. It's gonna go to the 3 waypoints I created. You can just watch it going there, flying that way. Here, I'll try to walk. I didn't make them too far, but on my screen at the same time, you see you can see the waypoints happening. You see that long red line and the arrow at the end is the drone. Now it's going to the next one. I noticed there's no height. It goes to the waypoints at the height that you left it at. And number 3 should be over here. So go to number 3. Come on, number 3, and there we go. So there's waypoint 3. Looks like you can do waypoints as long as they're within your circle. So if I zoom out, there's my radius of a circle. I don't know if you can change that, but that's what it is. And if you want to see what the drone sees, over on the bottom left, you tap on that and you see what the drone sees as it's doing waypoints. And if you want to go back to the map, tap on the map at the bottom left. So I am going to hit this and I am going to get out of waypoints. So next thing to do is take a little guy who's nice and stable in the air and fly up and take some video and show you what it looks like. So here we go. Going way up there. I'll take it way up. right, so the next thing I want to show you is what you get in the box if you buy this. So check this out. Here we have the box. Your HS600 comes in. Inside that box would be this carrying case. Inside the carrying case would be your drone, and it is a nice looking drone. On the bottom of the drone, you can see the landing lights, which I still haven't figured out how to turn on or off, and it looks like there might be one other sensor. The motors are brushless motors, and the props are non-foldable, but they are quick release props. There is a spot to insert a micro SD card to record the video and photos from the camera. The 4K camera does have a Sony sensor, plus a 2-axis gimbal, plus electronic image stabilization. Two 2500 mAh LiPo batteries are included, and the batteries charge up via a USB cable inserted here. As mentioned in my video review, the controller is very nice in the hands and it has a very nice display. Buttons are self-identifiable and it is rechargeable, no batteries necessary. The additional items that come in the kit are shown here, and finally let me say the weight of this drone is 550 grams. So final thoughts on this drone. It's a really good drone. I don't know why Holystone has not released it around the world. I can only imagine that it's probably due to the chip shortage. It flies really well. I had no issues. I think the video came out well because it is 4K 30 frames per second, 2-axis gimbal, electronic, EIS, you know, it's everything you need. It was windy today and it did well flying around. I had no problems with reception. So all in all, it's a good drone. I guess all that matters now is what they're going to sell it for with the 2 batteries. You know, 2 batteries, that adds to the price. But for somebody just starting out, wants a budget drone, this is a good one. It's got a lot of good features on it and the range is decent as well. I don't know if it goes a full over a mile or 3,000 meters because I couldn't test it here, but you saw me fly it all the way down to my school area and areas like that. That's about, you know, 500 meters away. So half a kilometer is basically what I was doing and no reception issues. And I'm standing here, trees are all around me and no problems whatsoever. So I'm going to put what links I can find below. If you know of a place that the HS600 is for sale and I don't have it in my links, just, you know, post a comment below and tell me where it's for sale and I'll add it to the links. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions on the drone, post them below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.